award-winning singer, songwriter, guitarist and producer. The KwaZulu-Natal-born artist relocated to Johannesburg and has since worked with bands such as Dawnay, Lira, who he's the current lead guitarist for, Sasha-Lee Davids, Lloyd Cele, Denim, amongst others. He's also released 2 albums with R&B groups Soulstone, Music, Love and Triumph, and Urban Rain, When It Rains It Pours. With Urban Rain also won the Most Gifted RnB video at the Channel O Music Awards in 2010 for the song Addicted. Here to talk to us about his new single and going solo is Kentsmoke. Ken, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you, Sam.
Okay, so let's talk about this. You've worked with so many artists, and I know one of the big things people always want to know is, where did this name Kentsmoke come from?
I wish it was some amazing story, but you know, if you don't give yourself a name in this industry, your peers will name you. So fresh out of high school, I was at Natal Tech, and I played for this underground hip-hop band, and there was this show where I had this Jimi Hendrix moments. I had an afro, and there was like smoke everywhere on the stage, smoke coming out of my nose, you know, the stage smoke, machine smoke. So it really looked like one of the hottest pics of that year, you know. So the photographer that sent it to the band lead at the time called it Kentsmoke, and then he started calling me Kentsmoke, and then the rest is history.
You adopted it.
Everybody called me, and I was like, okay, I can't get out of this one.
Okay, so you've played currently with Lira, you have worked with so many artists. Now it's, in many ways, it's your time to shine. You've embarked on a solo career after working with so many bands, some very famous people in those bands. What is this process like now?
Well, I think there comes a time where it's actually a psychological development process. You know, you look at where you are and you enjoy the accomplishments, and, you know, for example, traveling the world with Lira has been like the most phenomenal experience ever, and I can only be grateful for that. That's such a blessing. And I think being around her influence, she always spoke about, you know, potential and the fact that there's more to life. We want to explore. We want to see how far we can go. And that journey was a 2-year journey that I went through. And it ended off with me having to face my biggest fear. Solo artist. Have you ever thought of something like that? And it wasn't in my cards. I'm a team guy. I love being a part of bands. And this time it really faced me, and I was like, you know what, I'm actually up for this challenge. And within a year, I started developing a sound that I really fell in love with, and that's the sound we have today.
Describe that sound. For a lot of our fans this morning, they're going to be introduced to you for the first time.
Yes.
Describe that sound.
I would have to say my sound is eclectic, because I've been on these stages, you know, Branana Coyote, Brakondri, Steve Kakana. These are all different kinds of South African, we can call it African soul, you know, influence with the music that I love today, which is like your South African house music, but it really is eclectic. I've got some reggae tracks on the album. It's really a fuse of the sounds that I've been influenced with. So that's kind of the sound. The only word I could think of is eclectic.
Okay, so the solo career has started. You've always been dabbling, producing for other artists.
Yes.
All great music has got some kind of message, and musicians have some kind of truth about them. What is your truth?
My truth is that, you know, anybody can be anything in life, provided that you focus on the right kind of mindset, the right kind of psychology. For me, it's developing, because I think we're surrounded by a lot of social consciousness that can bring about a lot of fears within the person. So our limits, we begin to get scared to face our limits, and that was the moment for me. It was like, how far can we go? Can we go past our limits? Because on the other side of fear, that's where freedom actually lies. So that's my belief. Okay,
so you're currently bringing out singles. You're working with some artists in the industry. What's the plan?
Yes, that's very exciting. We're living in a singles world, you know. I am independent, so the route we go, the smart money says, let's develop some singles. Let's see how the market responds to this, and as we go along, we put it together. I've had so many songs since last year to now, and it's also gone through a process of refining and putting back and taking out.
But you're working with some interesting people at the moment, aren't you?
Yes, very exciting.
People that on your album, I think you're working with people that I think the ordinary South Africans wouldn't even think are artists.
Yes. Jason Goliath, for example. A comedian, you know. That was an amazing experience. I am going to perform that song today. Jason and I were planning a video to do together, and after a certain meeting we had, well, one of the first meetings we had, as he was leaving the office, he was like, Smokey, I can sing, man, and I'm passionate about singing. Every time I sing, when I'm standing and I'm doing sound check, I love it. So he's like, okay, I got this idea, let me sing it for you. I was like, wait, I'm gonna get my phone. I got my phone, recorded him, went into the studio. The next morning, came out with a song. I didn't even sleep that night.
So we're gonna hear it a little bit later. Okay, our first artist this morning in studio is Kentsmoke. He's going to perform for us a couple of times. You can Google his details. He's got an upcoming event quickly. Where's
Yes, on the 23rd of this month at the Market Theatre. It's music and comedy nights with the headline act being Dr. Victor and Nicholas Goliath and Adrian. So it's going to be
awesome.
great.
Okay, we'll take an ad break. Don't go anywhere.